Hello class ninth. I am Ashok, your English teacher, here present with a new video for you. Today I am going to discuss some of the text of the chapter number 4 of the book Beehive. The name of the chapter is A Truly Beautiful Mind. This video is being made as part 1 as it is not possible to complete the chapter in one session only. So let us start the discussion with the introduction. This chapter is about Albert Einstein. He was a great scientist. The title of the chapter, A Truly Beautiful Mind, refers to Albert Einstein. This is a short biography of him where some of his qualities have been highlighted. Albert's interest in mathematics and physics, and also his humanitarian attribute. The title A Truly Beautiful Mind makes one wonder that how can a scientist's mind be beautiful? It is so because in this lesson we come across another aspect of Einstein. He was a humanitarian. He advocated world peace, non-violence, and that is why the title refers to him as a truly beautiful mind. Now see what is there in the text. Before you read column is there. So one question is there for you. Who do you think of when you hear the word genius? Who is a genius? What qualities do you think a genius has? So, as per the word meaning of genius, genius is a person who is exceptionally intelligent or one with exceptional skill in a particular area or activity. So there are so many genius. Sachin Tendulkar is there, Virat Kohli is there, who have done well in the uh, game cricket. And in the same way, there are so many genius who are doing well in their own fields. Now see the next one. We shall now read about a young German civil servant who took the world by storm about 100 years ago. So 100 years ago, a German civil servant, none other than Albert Einstein, he took the world by storm. In the summer of 1905, the 26-year-old Albert Einstein published in quick succession four groundbreaking papers. These were very important papers, and these are the discoveries made by Albert Einstein. These papers were about light, the motion of particles, the electrodynamics of moving bodies, and energy. His work took up only a few pages in scientific journals but changed forever our understanding of space, time, and the entire cosmos, and transformed the name Einstein into a synonym for genius. So Einstein is also was a genius, and he is considered genius because of his discoveries. 50 years after his death, Albert Einstein's genius still reigns. So it rules still. Reigns means rules. So his genius rules all over the world still. Now let us see the text. Albert Einstein was born on 14 March 1879 in the German city of Ulm without any indication that he was destined for greatness. Destined means fate or a predetermined set of events that has to happen in the future. Albert Einstein was born on 14th March 1879. He was born in a city named Ulm in Germany. When he was a child, no one could predict that one day he would become a great scientist. He was like all the other children. On the contrary, his mother thought Albert was a freak. Freak meaning is given there, a word used disapprovingly to talk about a person who is unusual and doesn't behave, look, or think like others. So, Albert's mother thought that Albert was a freak because he did not behave, talk, or look like normal people did. He was different from other children of his age. He behaved abnormally. It seemed as if he had lesser intelligence in comparison to other children. To her, his head seemed much too large. Albert's mother thought that the little boy's head was a bit too big in comparison to other children's heads. At the age of 2.5, Einstein still wasn't talking. Albert Einstein started talking when he was 2.5 years of age. When he finally did learn to speak, he uttered everything twice. Uttered means spoke. Finally, when Einstein started speaking, he used to repeat the words. Einstein did not know what to do with other children, and his playmates called him Brother Boring. So his playmates used to call him Brother Boring because he remained to himself, he did not play or talk to them. So the youngster played by himself much of the time. Einstein remained to himself all the time. He used to play with himself only. Here one um, story from a person named Otto Neubauer, the historian of ancient mathematics, has tell us about something about Albert Einstein. You can go through this, and we will continue the text in the next slide. He especially loved mechanical toys. From the very beginning, since his childhood, he loved mechanical toys, such toys in which some kind of machinery was used, such as automated cars, automated airplanes, etc. Looking at his newborn sister Maja, he is said to have said, "Fine, but where are her wheels?" So, when his sister was born and he looked at her, he could not see her feet. He was wondering where the baby's wheels were. That means the feet of the baby, as Albert Einstein used to play with toys, and all the toys had a set of wheels. To him, Maja seemed to be a toy too, and so he might have thought that where were her wheels. A headmaster once told his father that what Einstein chose as a profession would not matter because he will never make a success at anything. The headmaster of Einstein's school told Einstein's father that Einstein would never be successful in whatever profession he chose. Einstein began learning to play the violin at the age of 6 because his mother wanted him to. He later became a gifted amateur violinist, maintaining this skill throughout his life. Amateur means doing something for personal enjoyment rather than as a profession, something which is your hobby and you do it as a pastime. Einstein was a very good violinist. He learned playing the violin at the age of 6 because his mother wanted him to learn to play it. All his life, he was an amateur violinist. He played the violin as a hobby, not as a profession. But Albert Einstein was not a bad pupil. He went to high school in Munich, where Einstein's family had moved when he was 15 months old, and scored good marks in almost every subject. Pupil means students. Albert Einstein was a very good student. He went to a school in Munich because his family had moved from Ulm to Munich when he was 15 months old, and scored good marks in almost every subject. Einstein hated the school's regimentation and often clashed with his teachers. Regimentation means order or discipline taken to an extreme. The school where Einstein went had a very strict discipline, which he disliked, and due to that, he often clashed with the teachers' opinions and opposed them. At the age of 15, Einstein felt so stifled there that he left the school for good. Stifled means unable to breathe or suffocated. Left the school for good, left school forever. So Einstein was so suffocated in that school, he could not follow the strict discipline, and so he left the school forever. So this was there in this part of the text. Now see the next part. The previous year, Albert's parents had moved to Milan and left their son with relatives. So, when Albert Einstein left the school 1 year before that, his parents had moved to another city, Milan, which is in Italy. Albert was left behind in Munich with his relatives. After prolonged discussion, Einstein got his wish to continue his education in German speaking Switzerland in a city which was more liberal than Munich. Liberal being willing to understand and respect others' opinions. Sorry. The school in Munich was very strict. Albert could not follow the discipline over there. He had a long discussion with his family, relatives, and finally his parents agreed to put him in a school in Switzerland, and the language used there for communication was German. Einstein was highly gifted in mathematics and interested in physics, and after finishing school, he decided to study at a university in Zurich. Einstein was good at studies. He was highly gifted in mathematics, and he was exceptionally good in mathematics, and he also had interest in physics. Once he finished school, he joined the university in Zurich. What science wasn't the only thing that appealed to the dashing young man with the walrus mustache. Walrus is a shape of mustache. Science was not the only thing that appealed to Einstein, who was a very handsome young man. Other than science, he had interest in something else also. So this was there in this part. These are the pictures of Einstein when he was in 1900 at the age of 21, and second picture is in 1955 as we remember him now, because we have seen this picture of him only. So this was there. Now see the word meanings which are used there. Genius, a great natural ability, reigns, rules, succession, series of things following one another. Transformed, changed, indication, symptom, contrary, opposition, freak, whimsical, or a person who behaves abnormally. Uttered means spoke, authentic, completely true. Legend, a traditional story, relieved, felt reposed. Amateur, doing something for personal enjoyment rather than profession. Regimentation, harsh, discipline. Clashed means quelled, stifled means suffocated or unable to breathe. Prolonged means long. Liberal means willing to understand and respect others' opinion. Dashing, spirited. Walrus, long and undressed, mustache. Now see, this is homework. Write the introduction of the chapter and note down the words meaning in your fair notebooks. Summarize the discussed part of the text in your own words. That's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.